Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Hoping it won't actually take too long to initiate that. All we're going to need is some gas coming in, and we've got to be able to, like, we got to pull some of the chlorine out, and that's what you use to be able to make this work. You use chlorine, and you can see you got oxygen, then chlorine, natural gas, and chlorine. And you got carbon dioxide in underneath. Now I got a load of chlorine over here. There's chlorine up there, and no, there's polluted oxygen. That's just polluted oxygen up there. It's chlorine that I want. Is this in here? We got lots of chlorine down here. But I need to be able to get more of the stuff. I need to be able to get a source of chlorine, and then I want to pump it in here, but I also want to take any gas that's in this room and take it out of this room and put it elsewhere. So we're going to have to do some rearranging down here, rebuild this a little bit so that we've got some decent filtering systems and a cleaning system at the same time, using chlorine to, like, clean a whole lot out. Before we do that, we want our permanent supply of coal. We've got igneous rocks up here, we've got granite, and we got things like that. So there's little bits of coal around, but there isn't anywhere near what I would like. I've got some more bits of coal over there. There's a few little bits scattered around, but there is nothing like what I want in here to get everything to work. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go over this side, and we're going to extend this out. Now, we've got algae over there, and there I've got slime, which has got the germs, slime lung. I have found out that I don't need to worry quite as much about slime lung as I have been. I've been really, really concerned about that, which is why I've not wanted to take anything out any further at the moment. But apparently slime lung is not the major problem that I thought it was. So I don't need to be too concerned about it. Now, what I'm going to do at the moment is I'm going to bring a wall up here like this. I'm going to bring it over to that point right there like that. I'm not going to go any further than that. So I'm not actually going to go into all of that over there. I'm going to leave that where it is. We've got these coming up through here. I'm going to, like, I've actually got, what have I got in here? I got coal right in there. There's a whole load of coal up in here that we could do something with. So I've got clean oxygen coming up to the top. I want to get the gas filters coming here, the mesh tiles. We want to put a few of those in. So we're going to go there with the mesh tiles. And I'm just going to do a double line of mesh tiles in the middle of each of these, like this, so the mesh will go up through. And I'm also going to do a single mesh in the middle of these on this side over here. And then we go back into regular tiles, and I will tile that out over there and that out over there like that. We will then go and dig that lot. We will dig that lot, and we will dig that lot there. I'll end up having to put over here a ladder there, just so that we can reach the upper surface up here to complete that. Now, hopefully, once we set that lot going, there will be some dig requests and things that we need to go and do over the other side. Now, we've got a few materials down the bottom here that they will run down through, and they'll go and collect. I'm gas venting some gas down through here. I'm not venting very much at the moment. And we're just basically tipping out the bottle emptier and stuff down over this side, and we're not generally worrying about that either. Right, so I've got a mealwood seed in there. There's a muckroot in there. There's a blossom seed over there. One of these, I'm hoping, is one of those critters that eats everything and poops out coal. If we can get one of them, that would be absolutely fan-schmabulous. I've covered most of these bits that could potentially have it buried in. At the moment, I'm genuinely not sure. We may not end up getting it. We may not end up getting one. We haven't got one so far. So we're still just... Oh, yes, right. We've got one. There. Okay. So I've got a hatch. That's what I want. One of those. A hatch. Hatchling egg. Stone hatchling egg. Sage hatchling egg. That's the chances of catching those I want to wrangle that critter. I want to capture it alive. I need someone to capture and wrangle that critter right there. I'm just going to do that. So then I want to go over to this side, and I've got the critter feeder over here. What's the difference between a hatch and a hatchling? Barbecue bristle. Okay. They quite literally eat everything. And then a hatch over here. They also eat everything. Sand, sandstone. We want them to eat sandstone. That's what we're going to want, is we're going to want them to eat sandstone. Just going to right-click that a minute. I'm going to click on that hatch over there. Skill required. Operation. Pending a wrangle right in there. Health, wildness. Hatchling egg. And that's a hatch. Right, so I think it's just sand that we can feed these things over here. I think we can feed them just regular sand. Stone hatch, smooth hatchlings. It's not those that we want. I want... Why are you... Oh, I see. We click anywhere on the list. Right, okay, so we want to go there. We've got hatch and we got hatchling. That needs sand and sandstone in there it can take. They do eat anything. So if we go hatchling in here, and we give sandstone, and we go a hatch in here, and we give that one sandstone as well. Filters not designated. Sandstone in there, and sandstone in that one as well. So I've got 2 filters in there. No resource types are marked for storage in this building. Right, well they should be now, because I've gone and said that I want them in there. Ah, right, that's now sorted. So we've got people that will be bringing them over. We've got our critter wrangling. Where's our critter wrangling? There's... Don't... Oh, he's wrangled! He's trussed, he's wild, and he's happy. Okay, apparently he's happy when he's tied up. Who would have thought? So he's trussed up right there. So how do I get him to move over here? Stored... Critter drop-off. Storing 0 of 20. Dreklet, Dreco, hatch, hatchling. There, do that. So now they've wrangled that critter. Are they going to bring the critter over this side and drop it off? I've got some... There. He's dropped it off. We've got a critter in here. Can he go out? Ellie is in there. She's... Ah, nice. Okay, Ellie is now looking after the hatch. He's freshly groomed. She's putting sandstone in here. He can't get out, can he? I don't think he can get out. This one in here, he's storing 0 of 2,000 kilos at the moment. So he's got no food in here, but there's sandstone on the floor. So I'm hoping that he'll just go and eat that sandstone. And then he'll be able to poop the stuff out. What you doing, dude? And I need you to, like, eat. Eat, poop. Poop and eat. That's what we need. Idle and wild. Pneumatic door. Current status, auto. Let's leave him over there. I don't think he needs anything else in there. I think he's going to be reasonably happy with that. There doesn't look like there's any more. There's granite. No, there's more seeds and stuff that have fallen down there. But overall, I am absolutely thoroughly delighted with progress. We have got that one in there. So hopefully he'll lay some eggs. And we'll get some more of them. We've got water coming through here being used for the showers. That's being taken down here and being dropped off. So there's stage 1 complete. Next up, I need to remove gas from in here. I've got to be able to get gas out of this room, and I need to be able to put gas into this room. I want to put chlorine in there, and I want to remove all other gases from that room. So I need to be able to get chlorine in here, so because the chlorine settles down and it will basically, it cleans everything that goes in here. That's what we want to be able to do. We've got dirt, we've got polluted water in there, but we want to be able to open this up and we want to clean the water that's in there. So if I go to deconstruct on there, no, cancel that deconstruct. Why are you... Alright, base, ladder. Why won't you let me put that in there? Tile. Deconstruct the tile. Right, deconstruct that tile in there. And then you can see we've got a very clear line of carbon dioxide here. And I actually need to be able to change that round a bit. I want to have a lower line down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take tile in here for a minute. And we're going to put tile across there like that. And I'm hoping that we'll be able to put some stuff on top of that tile. Then take a ladder. I don't need to put a ladder up there at all. What I do want to do, though, is we want to go into ventilation. I need a gas pump. Now, I can put a gas pump over the end of this one. Ooh, I've got lots of... What's coming out over here? Why aren't you pumping stuff out? You're pumping a little bit out. Pumping out down the bottom, and then is it reached maximum pressure or something? It might have reached maximum pressure. So I kind of want to put that one down at that height right there so that it will pull stuff in. Let's slow the time scale down a little bit, just a minute. And we want to go back into ventilation again. And I need to build a gas filter on here. I need to O to rotate that one round like that. Building intake is there. And right, so what I'm going to want to do from here, we'll get rid of that one. And then we'll just pause a minute. We're going to take power. We're going to run a power lead from here. We're going to run it straight over into there. And I'm going to run power into that one as well. Then I'm going to go up to the top of this room. With ventilation, I'm going to take a gas vent. And I'm going to put a gas vent right there like that. Now that gas over there, that's not doing... There's nothing doings up there. We're going to pull gas in here, and then this the gas filter will deal with that in a minute. And ventilation over this way, and I want not a gas bridge at all, I want a gas pipe. And I run that one down here like this, and then it's going to run over this way. That's building output on there. And then this is building input on here like this. That's where those two have got to go. And then that gas there, that one has got to go elsewhere. We want to pull that one out and we want to put that somewhere else in the building. No, we don't. I've actually done this wrong. I've done this completely wrong. I need to cancel those. I need to go back into ventilation and I need to take a gas pipe. That gas pipe there needs to come out of this room. It needs to go up this way. And I want to have a gas bridge right there. Oops. I definitely didn't mean to do that. Gas pipe, gas bridge. Right, that one. Gas bridge needs to go there. I think. Is that what I want to do with this? Yes, because I've got the output over there. That's taking all gas, and it's running it out from there. And then I've got the filtered gas, which is the helium, which is running down here and going into that helium pump. All the other gas is running down to the bottom of the base, where it's then able to filter around and change and sort of go wherever it needs to go. But I don't have very much room for that gas to move from this area up to the top area. So we're going to open that up over this side so that we're allowing a bit more circulation. And I'm going to bring in some more gas filters from up that side, and I'm also going to allow them to have some circulation. So we want to go with our circulation on this side. I need to join it straight in there. Quite how I'm going to do that, I'm not really sure. I think we're going to have to go there and bring this one up. We can't overlap them there, one on top of the other. But so what I can do is I can bring the pipe up there. And I can drop it down like that. And then we can change the gas pipe around. Because what I was thinking is we could hook it into this one over here. But if we hook it into there, we're going to want to alleviate the pressure down here a little bit. I'm also going to want to start pulling some chlorine in down here to change things around a little bit. So what we're going to do, we'll get rid of that one a minute. Actually, we want to go to gas pipe over here, and we want to join that back into there. We want to join that one into there, and then this one here wants to come down, and it wants to run underneath through all of the farming ones like that and hook into there. So we'll allow them to go and build that lot right in there. Let's speed that up to full whack like that. And they will go and build these in. This won't stay down here permanently. We'll change that round in a little while. I'm not quite sure when we're going to change it, but we will. We will get that changed around in a bit. We're also going to want to dig out some of this so that the gas here can be moved around, and it's just going to be a little bit easier for everybody involved. So what I think we're going to do over this side is we're going to take a ladder. Just to start with, I'm going to take a ladder from down there, and I'm going to go all the way up here like this. So that I have got a ladder going right the way to the very top. And that's going to allow some gas exchange to go between these two areas as well. We've got some gas working in here at the moment, although I've got that switched off at the moment. Building disabled. What if I enable that building? Actually, no, we want to stay disabled at the moment, because... Oh, no, I've got... No, I don't. No, that sounds... No, that's not a sandstone. That's where I was storing my coal. I don't have coal at the moment. Right, so as we don't have spare coal at the moment, we're going to wait until we do get the spare coal before we go doing anything extra. You in here, gas vent over pressure. That's the problem with that gas vent down there, is it's just too much pressure. So we need that to be able to move round. Now, we've got in the printing pod, we've got duplicant skills. Well, your morale need is... You're doing fine. You are doing absolutely fine. Right, so you got improved carrying, you got improved strength. Go with grilling over here. Super hard digging, improved carrying. We go to plumbing, tidying. +2 strength, pipe emptying. Really a lot else I can do in there. We'll go super hard digging for you for a bit. You got another one as well, but that's going to be a bit too much. So what I might do instead is I'll just give you some basic skills down in here. Now, you over here, you're 11 of 8 right now. You got the Masterworks decorating skill already. Plumbing, no. We'll go improved carrying. I like improved carrying with a lot of the duplicants. It does seem to work quite nicely. Not for you, Ellie, at the moment. Ellie, you're a ranch hand. But, yeah, well, we don't want you having anything extra on here. You could do with a little bit. This is the problem, is pushing too much ends up, like, the morale problems end up, like, starting to cause issues. Nails over here. Nails has got loads of morale. So let's give you some super hard digging, which I think would be a great one to have. Devon over this side. Crop tending improved. We can give you critter ranching as well. I'd like to have a second duplicant with critter ranching. I think that would be a brilliant skill for you to have. You can go mechatronics engineering, conveyor rail construction. Cannot learn. Turner cannot learn. Missing prerequisite skill. Oh. Improved carrying first. Okay, we'll give you the improved carrying. Bubbles! What would you like? You've got advanced doctoring already. Let's give you some improved carrying. Ashcan over there. You can go with super hard digging. So we've got a second super hard digger. Abe on this side is astronomy researching. As another researcher in there. We're going to give you a big... And I give him the astronomy hat right there so that we've got him nicely boosted up. Your skill here, advanced medical care, will give you a set... Ooh, do I have a second? This guy loves everything. This guy really does love everything. I think a second doctor would be a really good one, especially as we're going to start uncovering slime lung and things like that. In here, we've got Hassan. He can go for improved construction over here. I've already got one person with it. You know what? Actually, we'll go there. We'll go improve carrying. So he's got a little bit of spare morale just in case. And... Ooh, right. Well, Frankie's a little bit more difficult. We've already got him with his basics. We could actually we'll give him cooking. We've hardly got anybody doing the grilling and cooking. Ellie is the only one who's got morale issues at the moment, so we'll leave Ellie for now, and we'll come back to her later on. Right. So they're busy working through some of these. We might have to do some changes with our power supply over this side. I'm really hoping that will start to improve soon. I've got all of my digging over here. This is also, I'm hoping, going to change things around by quite a substantial amount. They're doing their digging and throwing stuff down quite quickly, and what I'm hoping is this is going to help the gas circulate a little bit better, and we'll start be able to pull. We'll be able to pull more gas out and move it round. Right, that's now coming into here. So I then want to filter out unbreathable gas. I want that as chlorine only. I'm only filtering out chlorine gas from here. Everything else is staying. And then I want to go ventilation, and I want to take gas pipe over this way, and I want to take you. I'm going to bring you over this way like that, and you're going to run into that filter. So I'm going to, any chlorine that's in here will go out and just come into that gas vent right there. But what I'd also like to do is I'd like to vent out any chlorine that I can get from down here as well. Plus in here, I'd like to be filtering out chlorine. So what are you doing? This building here is currently disabled, so I can enable that building there. Like that. And then settings errands, so someone's going to come over and do that. You over here, you're filtering out oxygen. I don't want you filtering out oxygen anymore. We're going to... I'm going to go to here. I actually want you... Copy settings. Filtered output. Oh, I see. I just need to click on a different one. Right, that's fine. Okay, I want to come down and I want to... Oh, wait, I went too far there. Chlorine. Chlorine. I want to filter out chlorine out of here. Rather than filtering out anything else. So we'll filter chlorine out of this bit. The other gas will stay where it is. Chlorine is kind of like in the middle. Although, see, I think really that whole... you know what? That actually, let's cancel that. That whole filter there, I'll deconstruct that building. You can go as well. Deconstruct that building as well. We'll get rid of those. That's what we'll do. We'll disable those two buildings, and we're going to put filters in different places. I'd like to have a chlorine filter, I think, a little bit lower down. I think that might be a little bit better. And then I want to get... So what I want to be able to do is I want to get chlorine in this room in here. And then once we've got the chlorine in there, then we can start, like, trying to filter some of this out. Filter some of that out over there. We're going to need some processes that will give us some chlorine, and then we can put that in here. If we can fill this room up with chlorine and only chlorine, then the water that goes in there does the bacteria get killed. That's a really effective, good way of cleaning out bacteria. So that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to be able to clean out the bacteria from in that room. I got a whole load of things over here that have been cleaned out. That ladder up there can be... that's not... I don't want to cancel. I want to actually destroy that ladder right there. And then I want to go to the base over here. I want to go to ladder, and I want to put a two-part ladder on there so that they go and build that bit up there. This ladder is doing very nicely. We're coming down and we're building all of that one. We've gone here and we've built a little bit going up. But they're mostly just coming down through here. By digging out that ladder, the gas should then start to be able to move around the base in different sort of quantities. So I think a filter here somewhere. That will filter out some more chlorine. And we can take that chlorine and we can go and we can dump it down into this one in here. So the problem is this one's overpressure in here. I got oxygen here that's being pulled in. By being pulled into there, I'm going to need to seal that off soon, so that then I'm only getting the chlorine gas coming into the bottom. I got a little bit of chlorine in there already. I want to wait for that to finish. If that can finish coming down through there, then we can deal with... Oh, I know... No. I've already dismantled that bit. So let's have a look in here. We go to the ventilation. We go to the gas pipe. So I've got that gas pipe that's coming along here. We've got a bridge that comes over to there, and that's pumping oxygen out of this side and pumping it into that side. I don't mind having that one continuing on doing what it's doing at the moment, but what we'll do is we'll change it round ever so slightly. So if I deconstruct that there, and I deconstruct that over to there like that, then I will also deconstruct those, and I will deconstruct that bit there as well. Right, that's the first bit that I'm going to do. Remove all of that, and on top of that, I'm also going to go and like change around a few of these other bits as well. So they've got to remove that. The vent right there, that one can be removed. The bit of... Let's deconstruct that one and that one like that. They'll remove the vent, and they will remove those heavy watt wires along with it. There we go. And take that vent out. Thank you very much. I got a deodorizer there. That cleans polluted oxygen. I have also found out that polluted oxygen doesn't matter. They can breathe polluted oxygen, and it doesn't actually hurt them at all. It doesn't really make any difference. The reason you don't want polluted oxygen is because slime lung massively reproduces in polluted oxygen. In other gas, it does get rid of it, including chlorine. But polluted oxygen, it doesn't like it at all. Now, how are we doing up here with our hatch? He's tame, he's idle, he's groomed, he's happy. We're hoping that we get more of those. We need more hatches. If I can find some more of them and bring them in at some point, that would be absolutely fantastic. So I'm busy digging this one here out. And they're running down through, and they're doing lots of digging. They're cleaning all of that lot out. These are moving on up. They're delivering more sandstone. Still more sandstone coming up. We've got long commutes for this bit of work right here, which is not ideal. Hopefully we'll be able to do something about that once we open up this side over here. But now that I've gotten rid of that, I want to go back into ventilation, and I want to take my gas pipe. So what I was going to do is I was going to remove oxygen, and I was going to pump the oxygen over and out that pipe down there. So we're going to take a pipe, and it's going to run all the way up here to this one here. I'm going to put it to there, like that. And I'm going to take a gas pump, and I'm going to drop that gas pump down there. I'm going to take a gas filter, and I'm actually going to take 2 gas filters. I'm going to put these in succession next to each other, but before I do that, let me go... No, I don't want to go here. I want to remove these 2 ladders a minute. I want to get rid of that one, and I want to get rid of that one. I'm going to worry about those bits there. Actually, yes, we will worry about those bits there. There's more stuff that we're going to want to do, although that's going to ultimately end up being a hydrogen trap. It's only going to be a little bit of hydrogen. It's not going to make a massive difference to anything that we do, but I would like to put a bit of base wall in over this side and over this side here. And I want to dig out a little bit of this as well. I'll dig those out there. I won't dig anything else out for a minute. I'll leave those going where they are. And I want to put 2 filters in. I need 2 filters in succession so that I can filter out 2 separate gases from up here. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for a little while. We need to let the replicants rest. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And I am just going to drag out this farewell just a tiny little bit, just so that there is enough space and time on the screen to put up a couple lots of you absolutely wonderful supporters of the channel. You should be seeing some of your names coming up now. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.